Hi, and welcome. Today we are going to talk about the SB 1000 law and what it means to plan for healthy communities in California.
This video was made through a partnership with Catholic Charities, Environmental Justice Program, and the California Environmental Justice Alliance, or CEJA. The Catholic Charities Environmental Justice Program aims to articulate a Catholic voice on environmental issues to decision makers that will benefit not just Catholics and their parishes, but the common good of the overall community, extending to the region and to the state.
CEJA is a community-led alliance representing 10 different organizations and over 20,000 residents across California that works to achieve environmental justice, or EJ, by advancing statewide policy solutions. In 2016, CEJA was a co-sponsor of SB 1000 alongside the Center for Community Action and Environmental Justice based in the Inland Valley. So what is SB 1000? To get a better sense of the law, it's helpful to know some terms that are commonly used in city and regional planning. So what is EJ, or environmental justice? We believe that our environment is not just out there in nature, but is made up of all the things around us, such as our homes, our place of work, and all the spaces in between. We define environmental justice, or EJ, as the basic right of people to live, work, go to school, play, and pray in a healthy and clean environment. The federal government and the state of California also define environmental justice by emphasizing the need to treat all people fairly and to provide opportunities where they can be involved in a meaningful way in these environmental justice decisions that impact people's lives. To better understand the SB 1000 law, it's good to know the following terms. Land use is the process of deciding where to locate different parts of a community, such as houses, shopping areas, business districts, industry parks, schools, government buildings, and others. Pollution is where there are things in our environment that cause harm or have poisonous effects. Pollution can happen in our air, in our water, or on our land and soil, and can negatively impact people's health. When it comes to California state law, a disadvantaged community is a low-income community that also experiences multiple forms of pollution. These are often communities that have experienced historic disinvestment and even discrimination that need greater attention, support, and resources. A general plan is a plan that a city or county creates to provide a long-term vision for how they want to grow and develop over time. When it comes to the SB 1000 law, the law focuses on how to promote environmental justice in these general plans. One thing to remember about general plans is that public input is very important. Since residents, small businesses, and other people make up our cities and counties, they can also give feedback to these general plans that will impact their quality of life and the future vision of their community. The SB 1000 law has some basic requirements. First, it requires jurisdictions to include an EJ element or integrated EJ goals, policies, and objectives in their general plans. To do this, the law requires that cities and counties should reduce the unique and compounded health risks in disadvantaged communities by reducing pollution exposure and improving air quality, by promoting public facilities, by promoting food access, promoting safe and sanitary homes, and promoting physical activity. Second, it says that the general plan should promote community engagement in the public decision-making process. It also requires local governments to prioritize improvements and programs that address the needs of disadvantaged communities. As we explained, a disadvantaged community is a community that experiences greater pollution burdens as well as socioeconomic and health vulnerabilities than others. In other words, these are neighborhoods or areas that are more likely to be impacted by poverty and pollution. The following picture is a map of communities in California using a tool called CalEnviroscreen. The red and orange areas of the map have higher combined pollution and poverty burdens, while the greener areas have fewer burdens. Looking at these maps, you can see that various communities in the Central Valley experience some high burdens. Despite this, we also recognize that these communities have many other positive qualities that are not shown on this map. For example, a rich cultural heritage and history, and great people and families. When it comes to SB 1000 and updating general plans, one of the biggest things that people can do is to help identify both environmental problems and desired solutions for their community. California's Central Valley experiences various environmental issues such as poor air quality and high ozone levels that can lead to certain climate-related impacts. In the valley, poor air pollution can come from trucks and other vehicles on roads and freeways, the port, airports, and other places that have high industrial facilities or vehicle use. People can also be impacted by a lack of access to public transportation or toxic pesticides being sprayed on their farms. When it comes to addressing environmental issues, it's also helpful to think about other issues and quality of life issues, such as whether or not residents have access to parks and healthy green spaces, access to health care, or are likely to experience certain climate-related impacts such as extreme heat and weather or wildfire threats.
Next, we look at what SB 1000 can do for your city or county. We can create plans to stop bad, such as housing displacement, illegal dumping, poor air quality, lack of clean drinking water, and lack of access to fresh and affordable food. On the bright side, it can also create plans to bring in the good, such as sidewalks and bike lanes, parks and green spaces, affordable housing, more renewable energy such as solar, weatherization, community centers, and disaster relief. Here we have a few examples of EJ policies and goals and general plans. City of Chino made a plan to prioritize the development of new parks in underserved communities and low-income neighborhoods, and the City of Southgate plans to adopt a city ordinance to limit diesel truck idling. Now, City of Jurupa Valley plans to provide adequate buffers between schools and industrial facilities, transportation corridors. So throughout the presentation, we have given you, the residents of the San Joaquin County, a background of SB 1000. You know a little bit about the law and the environmental issues, but you're probably wondering, how can I take action? What can I do? Well, you can attend your city council, your city planning commission, and the San Joaquin Council of Government meetings. If you can't make it to the meetings, your city does provide video links to be able to watch them later. You can also write comment letters to provide official written feedback to a general plan, and can visit your city's website to sign up for the newsletters and receive notices. With meeting updates, you can check out the agendas a week early to see if they interest you, something you'd like to attend. The third thing you can do is to reach out to certain community-based organizations that focus on the areas you have concerns about, so that you can stay informed and can build community voice. Next, think about writing an opinion editorial or op-ed. They are an extremely powerful and cost-effective way to highlight issues and influence policymakers to take action on social and societal problems. They also contribute to educating media about issues. Who is doing a general plan update? Stockton just passed their general plan update in 2018 and is in process working on implementation. Lathrop, Manteca, and Escalon are currently updating their general plan. And Tracy, Lodi, and Ripon have no plans to update theirs at this time. To find out about your city's general plan update, check out their website and click the tab Community Development Department or Planning Commission. And from there should be information about your city's timeline for the general plan updates. For more information on SB 1000 and the law, you can go to the following websites listed here to learn more about how communities are implementing SB 1000 and to download our toolkit. You can also contact CEJA and Catholic Charities staff at the following addresses. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you at the next SB 1000 General Plan meeting.